Hi, welcome to Mommy and Baby Yoga. This is Elanessa and she's 11 months. And my name's Rochelle, and we're just gonna do a quick little 15 minutes, get your breathing in and a little bit of yoga stretching for the day, just to get yourself centered, especially with running around with them and keeping up. So we're gonna start with breathing, and we're gonna breathe in through the nose, really important, out through the nose. We're really gonna challenge those lower part of the lung and really start to work a lot of different muscles and even your ab muscles as well. So we're gonna do that for 5 and then 5 out. So 5 in, 5 out, and we're just gonna do that for 3 times, okay? So here we go, breathe in and out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. All right, awesome. And as you can see, you can take that long, deep breath at the end there and really start to feel your lower lungs really start to engage. Really important. If you feel a little lightheaded or such, just take a little second and maybe grab a little sip of water. Otherwise, you're definitely fine. You're just starting to feel a lot more oxygen to the muscles. So you might even feel a little hot. You can always increase that breathing to 5 reps instead of 3, and definitely increase from there depending on where you're at. But we're gonna start now with a little bit of some quick little stretching, and depending on how your little one is, either they can be held or have them sit down. Just kind of go at your best little discretion, just to get them also in a little bit of a balance. So here we go, right? So you're gonna start in Tadasana, which is your quick mountain pose. Really important here. Just try to make sure that your feet are hip width apart, okay? And then that you have a nice little bend in your knees here. Start to engage your legs here, your knees. All right. And then if you can, bring your arm up. If you have both arms available, definitely do that. And as you're bringing your arms up, I want you to take a nice deep inhale. And as you inhale, kind of bend your knees and then rise up. Inhale up. And think of yourself as a balloon. And then exhale back. Bringing your arm down. Let's do one more. Inhale up. And exhale down. And one more. Inhale up. And exhale down. All right, now come back to straight legs. Make sure, again, your feet are hip width apart. And at this point now, we're probably going to have to put down our little one unless you have them strapped to you. All right, and then depending on where they're at. All right, there you go. And then from here, come back up, bring your arms up, and then slowly and mindfully come to a nice forward bend. And as you're here, maybe bring your palms to the ground. Take a nice deep breath here, and as you slowly rise up, to straighten your back, make sure to roll your shoulders here to the tabletop. Now, really important here is making sure that your neck is straight, okay? Maybe sometimes you have to have a little bit of bend, that's fine. If you kind of take that bend out just a little bit, you might feel a deeper stretch right here. And then again here, really feel the niceness is rolling those shoulders back here. All right, now slowly and mindfully come back down. Exhale, and now inhale all the way back up. Very nice. Now, very mindfully, come back down. And walk your feet back. Come into your Tadasana. Depending on where your baby is, they're right there, all right? And then you can kind of come right up to upward dog, Mukha savasana, and then into downward. And here, really start to take your 5 breaths here as well. Yeah, right? Ain't that funny? You gonna do your yoga too? Yes, you are. All right, start to feel the nice stretch there. And then slowly and mindfully, depending on where you're at, either walk or jump or skip all the way back up. Make sure that your feet are hip width apart. And slowly rise back up. Very mindfully, bring your arms up. And then come into nice prayer pose here. All right. So now we're going to do that again. So you usually do about two to three sequences there. So we're going to bend our knees, come up, come to prayer pose. One more. Here we go. Slowly fold all the way forward. Get that nice stretch in. Let your neck just hang there. Really start to engage your back of your legs. Kind of get another stretch in there. And as you're doing that, you're going to slowly inhale halfway. And then roll your shoulders back here. And then when you get that nice stretch of rolling your shoulders back and really elongating your neck here, slowly and mindfully come back down. And here, come back all the way up for a moment. Make sure that your little one's good and having fun. And then slowly bring your arms up here. Get that extra little stretch. Open the lungs. And then exhale, bringing your arms down. Very nice. All right, and then as you're there, we're going to come back into our chaturanga, and always keeping an eye on your little ones. You might have to change different directions sometimes in this kind of yoga. So here we go as we do our just very basic Surya Namaskar A. So here we go, back down, slowly and mindfully, a nice forward bend. Walk your feet back, yeah, into your nice little chaturanga. And then mindfully come back up. And get your nice downward dog here, Adho Mukha Savasana. And then slowly walk your feet back up. Come your hands to a nice prayer pose. Yeah, there you go. And they'll start to interact with you as well. Make sure you have your little toys around. So you'll start to really feel the blood now that we've gone through a second sequence. So now just to really kind of top it off, we're going to now focus a little bit more on our midsection as we all start to wrap that back up. So this one, now you're starting to feel a little bit, like I said, heated. So now we're going to actually incorporate our little one if you can. And you're going to come into a quick little boat, okay? Before we hit our last little sequence here. And you might want to hold them and kind of say, yes, there you go. And so as you come into boat, this is going to be kind of a little challenge. We are going to do our little Russian twists, okay? So here we go. Whee! Whee! And I always say when they're very kind of wow on their noise, I'm like, oh, I gave you good lungs, I guess. All right, here we go. 1 and 2. And then just keep getting your Russian twists in as of about 10 or 15 here, just because you got them a little bit entertained. They're loving to fly, and it's actually becoming really difficult, and you're starting to feel the burn, and you're still doing your yoga, so keep your legs up in your boat here. Yep. Oh, yeah, and if you can, really try to point your toes. Oh, my goodness. This one really just kills it. Whee! And one more. Now, to get a little break there, that was about 10 to 15 reps. Then we're going to do about 10 to 15 reps here, if you can. Wow. Yes, yes, little cutie pie. Or maybe 3 or 4. Again, now this one becomes a little bit more difficult. So now, if you can still have their attention, you're going to come back to your back. All right? And you're just going to bring them up, bring your legs up. If you have a wall, bring your feet to the wall there. And kind of start to feel that lower back. Bring your little knees to them. Sit them nicely there. And then if you can, start to bring your glutes up and squeeze. And then bring it back down and squeeze. And here we go. And squeeze. And here we go. So we're going to get 2 more in. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. If not, roll back up to boat. And then here we go. Let's get our Russian twist back in. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. So it's really nice how we can incorporate our yoga and then pop it right into some of our other muscle toning actions here to get our heart racing. All right, we'll do about 3 more here. Yes, you are. Mwah. And make sure to give them kisses. Mwah. Yes. Oh my goodness. All right, and then try to do 1 more set of bridge here by squeezing your glutes up. If you can still have their attention. Yes. All right, and so we're going to bring her down for a moment. And we're going to rise up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And we'll do 1 more here and 5. All right, and then if you can, bring your hands to your knees and then slowly rock up. Yes, that's right. And then for here, we can get if your lower back's bothering you, you can do a quick little massage here. It's a little bit of balance, so you have to stretch your arms here and then just kind of roll on your back. And you'll get to kind of feel maybe some knots or just kind of how the muscles are and kind of massage them out at your preference. There you go. So rock one way, now go the other way. So depending on which way you started. And also again, you're using your abs as well. There you go. And then maybe get your legs involved too if you need that extra little, and then it becomes into like bicycle here. So we're kind of mixing it up. So you can go from round and then bring those legs back into your chest. So it's very circular, bringing them into your chest. And now challenge yourself if you can go straight into bicycle, point those toes. Really start to feel that burn in that lower area there. Really good. All right, and remember to breathe. So take a deep breath in while you're doing this. Through the nose, out the nose. 1 more. And there you go. All right, come back to center. Come into your little butterfly here. You're gonna start to feel that your legs might be a little tight. So we're just gonna do a quick little twist here, kind of get all the toxins just and everything calm and balanced. So you're just gonna bring your left hand to the ground here. Make sure your palm is there. Watching for your little one here. So maybe you have to start with the other hand. Little Alanessa here is right over here. So we're gonna start with our right hand down. Bring your left hand up. And then you're just going to kind of take a nice little twist this way. Alright, and then slowly come the other way. You start to feel, maybe you have a bend in the elbow here. And it's just going to be different each time. So a little bend in the elbow. Some days you're a little bit stiffer, some days you're a little bit more flexible. Again, take a nice deep breath in here. Exhale. 1 more. Now the nice one about this is you're opening up your lungs here. So your muscles, the ribs, the muscles between the ribs don't always get a lot of attention. So now we're really opening them up here, especially when you're inhaling. So really do that. So see if you do that on your next time, you'll really feel the difference here. So when you bring your neck up, and if your neck needs to be stretched, that will feel good too. So 1 more in, and exhale. All right. So now we're just gonna mindfully come back up. And maybe you'll have your little one to come up with you here. And we're just gonna check our quick balance and come into tree to just come back into that quick centering before our little savasana. And you should feel that quick little session really got your heart going, especially with the breathing, and that's all it takes. So if you can, come quickly and mindfully bring your feet hip width apart at first. If your little one wants to come back down, that's perfect. If not, you can hold them doing tree. That's an extra challenge. So just mindfully keep out for them. So as you bring your foot, really important, not at your knee. So it's either above your knee or below your knee. So whatever you're kind of feeling today to gather your balance. And you want to bring your arms up. So maybe we stretch our branches. Breathe in, and then as you exhale out, you can feel working those lower lungs there. 1 more time, breathe in, and breathe out. All right, and then mindfully, while you're here, bring your foot down. You can do 2 sessions, and then kind of rock your knees, get your center back, all right? And then we're going to bring the other leg up. So either above or below. Maybe you're feeling a little bit stronger on one leg, a little bit weaker on the other leg. Let's just try this one up. So now we're going to breathe in. So we're going to do a lot of breathing here. So breathe right in. And then exhale. Again, through the nose, because we are working on our lungs, which is really important to bring that extra oxygen to the body and the muscles. Yes, it is, little one. So now we're going to grab her for our last little session. And sometimes you don't have to raise your arms. Just think of your lungs as like a balloon. So here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, here's your toy. Oh my goodness. Yes. All right. So one more. Breathe in. Coming back to your tree pose. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Nice. All right. And then mindfully bring your leg back down. Again, make sure that your feet are hip width apart, which is also very important. And then we're just going to slowly and mindfully come back down to a seating position. Maybe take a quick sip of water as we start to come back into our very mindful savasana to kind of close it out. So you might see your little one, they're just playing and very active, which is great. So for your last one, maybe you want to bring your hands to center or to prayer, whatever your body's calling for that day. Each day is different. So we're just going to bring our hands today to center and say thank you, namaste, and we hope you've enjoyed this, and hope you got your heart beating, because mine is definitely beating, and I got a little good exercise in for the day. And remember, it's really, really important to breathe through your yoga so that you get the max oxygen to your muscles. And then that way you don't have to do it for too long. So especially when you have a little one, because we don't have a lot of time. All right, we're signing off, and we wish you a very good day, right? Yes, we do. Say